Known for being the big man on Gutfeld, Tyrus has had quite an interesting career trajectory. From the wrestling ring to becoming a panelist on one of today's leading late-night TV shows, the big man with even bigger opinions has found his perfect fit. Despite being in the spotlight, Tyrus tends to keep his personal life private, but today, we're taking a rare glimpse at the woman who captured his heart. Who is she, and how did she win over this WWE veteran? Let's take a look at why she's the perfect partner for a man like Tyrus. Before fame, Tyrus was known as George Timothy Murdoch, born on February 21, 1973, in Boston, Massachusetts. Growing up biracial wasn't easy. Murdoch and his brother weren't welcomed in their mother's home because they were part black. They eventually managed to live together again, but that painful experience left a lasting mark on him, even making him obsessed with changing his skin color. With his size and athletic build, it's no surprise Murdoch pursued football in college. He played for the Lopers while attending the University of Nebraska at Kearney, where he hoped to become a teacher. Unfortunately, his football career was cut short after surgery to remove a ruptured appendix severed nerve endings in his leg, leaving him with a lifelong limp. In the early 2000s, Murdoch turned to professional wrestling and signed with World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE, in 2006, joining Deep South Wrestling, DSW. There, he adopted the persona of Guerrilla, a street thug character, and wrestled under that name until his release in 2008. After a 2-year break, he returned to the ring in 2010, signing once again with WWE, this time as Brodus Clay, a name inspired by rapper Snoop Dogg's real name, Calvin Cortazar Broadus. Interestingly, Murdoch had previously worked as Snoop Dogg's bodyguard. Murdoch appeared on WWE's NXT during its 4th season, debuting in December 2010 alongside Ted DiBiase to defeat Byron Saxton. He finished the season as runner-up after losing to Curtis. Soon after, he continued performing as Brodus Clay, serving as Alberto Del Rio's intimidating bodyguard. By 2012, Murdoch reinvented himself again, this time as the Funkasaurus, a fun-loving, dance-obsessed character who quickly became a fan favorite. Accompanied by his backup dancers, the Funkadactyls, he brought energy and humor to the ring, maintaining his Funkasaurus persona for quite some time and solidifying his place in WWE history. 2 years later, he wrapped up the Funkasaurus gimmick and was released from his WWE contract in June 2014. But if you think he was done with wrestling that year, think again. In the same year, Murdoch made his debut at Total Nonstop Action, TNA Wrestling, now known as Impact Wrestling. Shedding his playful Funkasaurus persona, he rebranded himself as Tyrus and aligned with Ethan Carter III, also known as EC3. From there, Tyrus formed several alliances and often worked as a fixer-for-hire before ultimately leaving the promotion in 2018. The following years would become the final chapter of Murdoch's wrestling career, and he made sure to go out with a bang. In 2021, he joined the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA, where he quickly made his mark. That August, he became the NWA World Television Champion and successfully defended the title several times. Eventually, he set his sights on the world title, voluntarily vacating his championship under the Lucky 7 rule. In November 2022 at NWA Hard Times 3A, Murdoch, now fully known as Tyrus, defeated Trevor Murdoch and Matt Cardona to win the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. It was his first world title and a crowning achievement in his long career. His reign ended the following year at the NWA's 75th anniversary show in August 2023, where he lost the title to his former ally EC3 in a bull rope match. The bout carried a retirement stipulation. If Tyrus lost, he would be forced to retire. True to his word, he said his goodbyes and thanked his family and fans, closing the book on an impressive wrestling career. Tyrus's years in wrestling not only built his reputation, but also opened doors beyond the ring. His larger-than-life personality caught the attention of Fox News host Greg Gutfeld, who invited him onto the Greg Gutfeld Show in November 2016 as a guest commentator. His first appearance was a success, and Gutfeld soon made him a recurring guest under his stage name, Tyrus. His presence and charisma resonated with audiences, and he quickly became a regular face across the Fox News network. Tyrus earned a reputation as Gutfeld's massive sidekick, appearing frequently alongside him. Beyond Gutfeld, he contributed to The Daily Briefing, hosted by Dana Perino, co-hosted UNPC, and even premiered Enough Said on Fox Nation. In 2023, he took another step in his media career by hosting the premiere episode of Fox News Saturday Night, solidifying his place as both a wrestling legend and a television personality. The following year, Tyrus launched a new series on the streaming platform Outkick, continuing to expand his media presence. But with such a busy schedule, how did he manage to find the love of his life? While Murdoch is big and imposing, his wife, Ingrid Rink, is quite the opposite, slim, fit, and composed. Don't let her looks fool you, though. She's also an accomplished entrepreneur and fitness expert. Ingrid Rink was born on April 24, 1981 in the United States. From an early age, she was encouraged by her family to explore her entrepreneurial side, which helped shape her business mindset. She also developed a passion for health and fitness, a spark that would later define her career. After graduating high school, she chose not to attend college and instead pursued fitness full-time. At just 15, she took her first fitness class, a pivotal experience that cemented her desire to work in the health and wellness field. Within a year, she began teaching her own classes, and her dedication soon earned her several fitness certifications. Over time, she became known for her expertise in helping clients achieve their health goals through practical training, balanced nutrition, and discipline. Rather than taking a traditional academic path, Rink turned her passion into a business. Her hands-on experience eventually led to the creation of The Rink Routine, a fitness brand centered on a holistic lifestyle. During a 2022 appearance on Ask Dr. Andrew, she explained that the brand's philosophy was about consistency. Your routine is your life. What you do every single day becomes your outcome. However, in 2024, she announced via Instagram that she no longer wanted to use the name Rink Routine, admitting she couldn't continue building a brand tied to a name she no longer identified with. She took a break to reflect, sharing that she missed teaching and leading, and asked followers for ideas as she planned to rename her brand. Her love for fitness wasn't her only calling. Rink also founded Sensible Meals, a successful meal prep company designed to promote mindful nutrition. The inspiration came from a deeply personal place. Her son, Rock, from a previous marriage, was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. Determined to help him manage his condition, she began preparing portion-controlled meals. When friends noticed his results, they asked her to cook for them too, and Sensible Meals was born. In a 2018 interview with Sophisticated Woman, she reflected on her journey, saying, "I didn't always have the right tools, but I had genuine passion and love for what I do and the people I help. I want to show my kids that if you have passion and drive, you can do anything." Ingrid and Tyrus share a son named Rhett, in addition to the 2 children Tyrus has from a previous relationship. Despite their public profiles, both are known to be private individuals. The couple reportedly began dating as early as 2014, and in 2020, Tyrus proposed with an emerald engagement ring, calling Ingrid his everything and saying she deserves the world. 4 years later, in January 2024, they officially tied the knot. According to Clark County records, their marriage license was registered on January 6, 2024. Though Tyrus had long referred to her as his wife, the union made it official. The two continued to support each other's careers and often appear together at public events, a testament to their strong partnership both personally and professionally. When Murdoch was honored as King of Mardi Gras in 2022 by the New Orleans-based crew of Orpheus, his wife, Ingrid Murdoch, was proudly by his side. Fans have also spotted the couple enjoying concerts together, such as the Smashing Pumpkins show in New Orleans. Afterward, Ingrid shared on Instagram that her husband had met many fans at the event. While she was happy about the warm interactions, she admitted that it can make date nights and quality time more challenging. She also supported him during his 2022 book tour for Just Tyrus, a Memoir, and his What It Is comedy tour, showing that she stands by him through every professional endeavor. Ingrid has also proven her loyalty through more difficult times. In 2019, Murdoch faced a sexual harassment lawsuit filed by Britt McHenry, his former Fox News co-host, who accused him of sending inappropriate messages. Fox News stated that the issue had been investigated and resolved internally, but McHenry later filed a lawsuit on December 10, 2019, against both Murdoch and the network. The case was dismissed 2 years later after an undisclosed settlement, though McHenry claimed she had lost the phone containing the alleged messages. The ordeal took a toll on the Murdoch family. In December 2022, Ingrid addressed the situation, writing, "The trauma my family has endured this past year is too much to even share. But one thing that happened is my husband became an even stronger leader for his family. Every time he saw me fading, he sent me with our princess to find some magical healing." Despite these challenges, Ingrid continues to juggle her many roles as a businesswoman, mother, and wife. Murdoch has long referred to her as the queen of his tiny, wild kingdom, a nickname for their home, which he affectionately calls the Tyrus Zoo. Unlike most families who keep a few common pets, theirs is filled with exotic creatures, fish, snakes, lizards, turtles, and even chameleons. Though Ingrid once disliked animals and reptiles, she embraced her husband's love for them and decided to take charge as the household's unofficial animal curator. She made several improvements to their pets' living conditions, including playing sounds of rain and thunder at night to encourage natural behavior, something she discovered through online research. Over time, she found caring for the animals less exhausting than expected, joking that she simply bossed everyone around to get things done. Each family member has a role. Daughter Georgie handles playtime and baths, son Rhett takes on the heavier chores, and Rhett's girlfriend helps maintain the enclosures and tanks. Murdoch has praised Ingrid's leadership and dedication, saying his health has improved dramatically because of her efforts. Beyond managing the household zoo, she continues to care deeply for both her husband's physical and mental well-being. With her balance of compassion, determination, and strength, Ingrid Murdoch truly lives up to the title of Superwoman. The couple share a daughter, Georgie, along with other children from their previous relationships, blending their families into one close-knit household. So, who are the Murdoch kids? Let's start with Georgie Rose, the daughter Tyrus and Ingrid share. She was born on May 7, 2014, and named after her father. Georgie spent her early years in Louisiana before the family moved to New Jersey in 2024. She seems to have inherited her dad's athletic genes, developing a love for horse riding. She even has her own horse named Roosevelt, nicknamed Teddy, whom she got in 2024. That same year in June, she entered her first horse riding competition and took home first place. Outside of riding, Georgie also plays soccer, while Tyrus's other children have their own athletic pursuits. His son plays travel baseball, and one of his daughters has taken up golf. Before Georgie, Tyrus had several children from previous relationships, 2 daughters and a son. He affectionately refers to his son as Kakarot on Instagram. The boy turned 13 last year. His daughters, born in June and December 2011, are both 14. Although Tyrus is outspoken about most things, he's very private when it comes to his children. In his memoir, he deliberately avoided discussing them, explaining that their stories are theirs to tell. He's aware they might have questions or even frustrations about the past, but he's committed to explaining everything to them when the time is right. Tyrus has been candid about his own difficult upbringing and how it motivated him to be a better father. He's admitted that saying goodbye to his kids is always painful, but he makes every effort to visit them as often as possible. His wife Ingrid also has 2 sons from her previous relationships, Rhett and Rock, whom Tyrus treats as his own. Rock's diagnosis with type 1 diabetes inspired Ingrid's business, Sensible Meals, and the blended family shares a close bond. Even though Tyrus values privacy, he sometimes brings his kids to his stand-up shows. When he retired from wrestling in 2023, it was with a full heart and a clear reason. He wanted to spend more time with them. On the Sage Steele show, he revealed that he once asked his children whether they'd rather see him continue wrestling or attend their games. "My kids looked me dead in the face and said, 'No, we want you at the games.' And that was the end of that," he said. The timing worked out perfectly, allowing him to leave the ring and focus on family life. Like most parents, Tyrus admits he's still learning how to be the best father he can be. What he promises, however, is to always show up for his kids. He often says he's proud that his children learn life's lessons faster than he did and that his daughters are far smarter than he was at their age. In a 2024 interview on Piers Morgan Uncensored, he shared that one of his children is part of the LGBTQ+ community and identifies as transgender. "My child is growing and going through therapy," he explained. "Whatever she wants, whatever she decides when she's old enough, I'll be there with her." That statement, simple yet powerful, summed up his approach to fatherhood: present, supportive, and unwavering in love.